going on, YouTube? You know who this is. This is your boy RAPTORMAN, and we're coming at you again with another no bullshit live video. So I've been kind of, I don't want to say sick, but the weather's had kind of messed up my voice last, I don't know, 3 or 4 days, so I lost my voice a little bit. But so I'm actually on my way home. That's why you're getting a driving video. See, one hand here, another hand here, so I'm not holding the phone. That's sorry about the steering wheel in the way there, but unfortunately I'm not a big YouTube star, so I can't afford the holders. It goes up on your dash or your, I don't know, the big bars and stuff that goes over. You can mount your phone to or whatever, or camera or whatever you got, GoPro. Well, what's going on out there? It's Saturday. Your boy's running on the weekend. Can you believe that shit? So I wanted to throw a quick update video. Just real quick update. And then I got a message. The update is I got transitioned back over to Snyder from Traveloco. Yeah, I mean, I guess my bad luck, the best way to explain it, my bad luck kind of followed me back. I had my appointments and stuff set up to go take my road test all over again. And, you know, all my paperwork and all that crap on a Monday. And, so that I could be ready to go by Tuesday, which is the beginning of the pay period. And so I got up there to Edwardsville, got in there, had my truck inspected, had my Qualcomm reinstalled, and all the whole 9 yards. Well, apparently, I had 3 loads booked from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I had 3 loads booked, and when I went to go leave the terminal, I didn't get right out the gate. As soon as I got out the gate, I had a bunch of fault codes and dash lights come on. So I went to go, and I knew that the lights that was on, it was an ABS light and I don't know, some other shit, wheel spin light or something. So I knew it had something to do with the Qualcomm, because I had no problems with this truck whatsoever. And all of a sudden I get the Qualcomm installed, and then now boom, immediately right after I got lights and codes and everything. So, well, anyway, I went to go get my load that was only half a mile down the road from the terminal. I get there, my load's not ready. Customer tells me that they don't have an estimated time, they don't know how long it's going to be. So I thought, well, shit, that's when they can't tell you a rough estimate and they tell you to call back every hour and a half to see if your load's ready. That usually means it's going to be a while. So it was a little disappointing, being my first load right out of the gate after my transition from Traveloco. My bad luck has struck again. So now keep in mind, this is technically now Tuesday. So I turned back around and thought, okay, I'll go back to the yard, put the truck in the shop while I'm waiting on this load. It should be a simple, quick, easy fix. So that's what I did. Long story short, That trip into the shop costed me about 3 hours. Plus I was waiting on some other decals to come in that never showed up on Monday, which was what held me up over till Tuesday, which was no big deal because I wasn't planning to do anything Monday anyway, regardless, because it's the end of the pay period. It wouldn't make any sense to do a load and then, you know, I mean, it just didn't make no sense. So I figured I was already going to start Tuesday off, start the week off fresh, and, you know, go from there. Well, so what happened was, come Tuesday now, because my decals didn't come in Monday, come Tuesday they were supposed to be in Tuesday morning, and they didn't come in FedEx. So that's when I said I went to go get my load, and then they wasn't ready, so then I had to come back and deal with this truck issue. Well, the shop guy, 3 hours later, he said it was this problem, thought he had it fixed. So I thought, okay, my load's still not ready. Screw it, I'm going home. I'm going to the house. I've already lost a day anyway. You know, it's mid-afternoon. And like I said, I already had loads booked anyway, so, you know, screw it. And I only lived about an hour and 10 minutes from the terminal anyway, so screw it, no big deal, right? So I went home. I come back Wednesday morning. Now I done already lost a day. I done lost my first day, Tuesday of the week. So I'm already behind the 8 ball now. So I guess Wednesday morning I had to put the truck back in the shop because that didn't fix the problem. So when the master tech guy got back in Wednesday morning, he put the truck in the shop. Or actually, let me back up a little bit. Tuesday night, we put the truck back in the shop, the same guy, because when that didn't fix it, we put it back in there, and he said, oh, absolutely, it's your ECU, and, you know, we don't normally replace them, but that's the only other thing it can be, and yada, yada, yada. Well, I didn't get out of the shop till like 1 o'clock in the morning. So by then, you know, I was already tired and stuff anyway. So come Wednesday, I put the truck back in the shop when the guy that knew what he was doing came in. And I don't know, it was probably an hour and a half or so, roughly 2 hours at the most. And he was in a completely different area of the truck. Replaced the wheel sensor that was kicking all the other fault codes and stuff. So that fixed it. It was at no cost to me. None of the repairs costed me anything because it was all warranty work. So that was good. So anyway, I lost a day, and I ended up having to take all my loads off of me because by the time I done got out of the shop and my decals came in, it was already, I couldn't make the pickup on the first load. So I had to take all my loads off of me, and I thought, here we go. You know, I tried to get away from the bad luck at Travel Loco with dock times and that sort of thing, and then I come right out of the gate and come back to Schneider, and I got a load issue, you know, where I got to pretty much start over and lose a day and all that. So anyway, I got some other loads booked. It's Saturday, which is why I stayed out and ran a load today so that I can make up for Tuesday. So I'm actually on my way to the house right now. I just delivered up here in Joliet, Illinois. So we delivered up there, and now we're gonna deadhead a little bit to the house, which is okay because right now I can afford it. So and plus there was no loads that I could pick up today that was going this way. So I'm just gonna deadhead a little bit. But I got another load booked for Monday that pays really, really well. So I'll make up a little bit for my deadhead today, so it's not as bad, you know. So anyway, that's the update. Other than that, it's, you know, to be honest with you, you know, everybody knows that the market is crap right now. I think the entire industry is kind of sketchy. There are people still out here making money. There are owner-operators out here making money. There is companies out here still making money. But depending on what they're doing and what freight they're moving, is depending on how much money they're making, obviously. So, I will say, you know, that I've been back in Snyder for a week now. And, you know, my board, compared to what it was last time I was here, I can definitely see some differences, even at the mega carrier load board. It's a little sketchy. That's how I know that the mega carriers are even feeling the downward spiral. Now, there is still freight, you know. There is still freight out there, but it's not as plentiful as it once was, you know. Hell, even 30 days ago when I was here. I mean, I'd only been gone for a little over 30 days, so, you know. So I'm just trying to maintain right now. Honestly, you know, I keep it 100% truthful. I don't sugarcoat nothing. And honestly, you know, I came back to Snyder not per se, not because I thought necessarily it was the right answer, but I know I can maintain over here to a certain extent. However, right now the game plan is I come back to Snyder because I knew I could come back quicker than I could if I went to somewhere else and, you know, did all the application stuff and, you know, got rehired somewhere else. But so I knew I could make the move quicker, come back to Snyder. So basically what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to buy me some time. And what I mean by that is I'm not 100% sure. I got a couple of options that I am looking into. Okay, one of them being buying a different truck, and or a trailer, another trailer. But it's not the kind of trailer that you would think. It's not a dry van trailer. So you might be asking, well, what kind of trailer am I? It's got to be a reefer trailer, right? No. Actually, I am looking at potentially getting a hold of a hopper bottom trailer. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, you're scratching your head thinking, what the hell? Since when does Snyder pull hopper bottom freight? Well, they don't. But what I'm talking about is one of the options that I'm looking at. I have a couple different options on a couple different trucks. One is go buy another sleeper truck and kind of try to lower my expenses, my truck expenses that way, with different finance and that sort of thing. The other truck is I'm looking at maybe not so big of a truck, a truck that's kind of set up possibly for job specific. Could be day cab, could be a smaller sleeper truck, could be, you know, a truck with a wet kit, so I can do hydraulic trailer stuff, or, you know, whatever, end dumps, hopper, or not hopper, but end dumps, or belly dumps, you know, whatever you call them. But I'm looking into some stuff Sorry about that. I'm in a construction zone, so the line goes back and forth. But I'm looking at maybe doing some owner-operator stuff in the agricultural side of the industry. The only problem is I don't know a whole lot about it. I have done farming and stuff in the past, but I never really paid attention, like what an owner-operator, would deal with, or how they would make money on that side of the business, So, but that is an option I am looking into. I do have a contact on that side. I also have, well, I've already been offered to get out of this truck altogether. And basically, I have an ex-boss of mine who runs his own farm, got his own equipment, obviously, and I've been offered an opportunity, if I can find some kind of like some kind of business setup, basically, to where he would take his truck, which is a day cab, let me go find a $40,000 or $50,000 truck, trade his truck in for either as a down payment for a $40,000 or $50,000 truck, or just trade straight up, or whatever, whatever the case might be. And then it would still technically be his truck, even on the upgrade. The upgraded truck will still technically be his truck, but he is willing to let me. It's a really fine line between renting and leasing, or using for a small fee. But basically, he's willing to let me, because he knows me, he's willing to let me basically use the new truck as an owner-operator and run it any way I want to run it, and run it as an owner-operator business, as I would any truck or any owner-operator would. And he also has a brand new hopper trailer that he would be letting me to, at no cost, all right? No cost, no charge, no nothing. Brand new, 2019 hopper trailer that he would be willing to let me pull to run, whatever, my business that I would come up with. So, I personally think that's not a bad deal. Yes, I wouldn't have, it wouldn't be my truck. I would never own it, but I would run it and operate it as though it was mine the same way. So I'm looking into that option, and I say look into it because I only know a little bit about farming. I don't know as far as, how would an owner-operator get set up, how do you get acclimated into that side of the business, So I know there's plenty of companies out there. I know, I could take the truck and, lease on to somebody, but I don't know that much about that side of the business as far as the monetary goes. I don't know. I don't know if, if there's good money on that side to make, with a hopper, I don't know. So that's why I say I'm looking into it. But like I said, I'm not saying that that's what I'm going to go do. I'm saying that right now I'm just looking into it as a possible option. The other thing is too, I could keep this truck and pull maybe, I don't know, tanker or something, but I don't know. This truck's not set up with a wet kit. Oh, sorry. So I don't know. I've done tanker work before. It's not bad work. The winter times can suck depending on what you're pulling. for the most part, it's not too bad, you know. But so that's kind of the gist of what's in the works for me. That's what I meant by I'm kind of just maybe buying myself some time, you know. And the other side is too, the market and the freight is all basically shook up and thrown up in the air right now. Nobody really knows what's going to happen. You know, you got people dropping like flies, people, you know, giving up their authority and going to do local stuff, and or getting out of the truck altogether. And you know, I don't blame them. It's big business out here. You know, this shit, I don't care where you're at. I don't care if you're at a Swift, a Prime, a Schneider, if you're on the spot market with Traveloco, if you're on the I don't know, any other company that's on the spot market. You know, if you got your own authority, I don't care. It doesn't matter. If you're out here in the truck as an owner operator, it's tough right now. You know, it is. It's tough. Some struggle, some don't. Some got their shit together. You know, some got half their shit together. Some ain't got it together at all. So, you know, but still, even the guys that know what they're doing, you know, I'm seeing them guys give up their authority because, you know, for different reasons or another. You know, it's just tough right now. So you got to be set up. You got to know what you're doing to maintain. And, you know, I'd be lying to you guys if I said I wasn't contemplating, you know, getting out of the truck altogether, giving it up, and, you know, going doing something different. Now, obviously, yes, I'll never make the money, even having shitty weeks. I'll never make the money in trucking. Okay, everybody knows that. Trucking has done well for me. And at some point, I'll do a video and I'll show you what's in my garage. You know, it's not to brag or like I don't have the stuff I got. I worked hard for. I don't, you know, it ain't nothing fancy. It ain't like no brand new BMW cars and all that shit. I ain't got none of that. All my shit's beaters with a heater. You know what I mean? But I do have a garage full of toys, and all that come from trucking. So, you know, I don't know. There's a lot of headache to it, you know, when you're out here trying to run a business and you're trying to do and run a business in this kind of market. Now, me per se, a lot of the problems I have, I personally think I have, is I'm not willing to run in certain areas. And, you know, and I'm not saying that I'm a 2 or 3 state guy. I mean, there are, I don't know, probably, well, just off the top of my head, there's probably 11 or 12 states that I'll run, you know. But those states that I don't run, I mean, sometimes that's where you got to go to make the money, or follow the money, or chase the money, or whatever you want to call it. But, you know, and then I like to be home every weekend. Now, here the last few, I don't know, couple months, I ain't been home every single weekend because of all the transitions back and forth and the bad weeks I've had, and so it's been kind of sketchy. But even then, you know, like right now I'm getting home. I'm going to go home on a Saturday, be home Sunday, and I'll come back out Monday and run, you know. But it's tough right now. And I'm not saying, you know, getting out of the truck is per se the right answer, and I'm not even saying that that's what I'll do, because I got trucking in my blood. I don't give a shit what nobody says. You know, nobody wants to give up a business. You know, even if I went and did some company, even if I went back to being a company driver and hung up the owner operator stuff, I mean, I don't really look at that per se as failing, but nobody ever does really, you know. But at the bottom line, nobody wants to give up a business, you know. Nobody wants to turn it in, you know. So them type of things are tough, you know. They're hard. But I'm gonna say, for all of my followers, you know, I think I've got 53 followers, so this channel is growing. I got to be doing something right, and it's all thanks to each and every one of you guys that watch these videos from me, because I'm not a big fucking YouTube star, and you know that, you know, and I'm not trying to be. And I think that's why my channel is rapidly growing. Not because, you know, I'm all glitz and glamour and trying to be, you know, big YouTube star and all that. Because I'm not, you know. I'm a truck driver. That's what I do. I'm a business owner. I'm a family man. I'm a father. I'm a husband. That's what I am. I'm not a YouTube star. And that's why, you know, the videos that I post, I don't bullshit, you know. There's a lot of channels out here that bullshit. I don't do that. So, but I do want to give a shout out to each and every single follower that I have. If it wasn't for you guys, my channel wouldn't even exist. But this channel is rapidly growing at a decent pace that I'm okay with. I don't want to get too big too quick. You know what happens when that, you know, when you do that. I like having a YouTube channel that's not monetized and 50 million commercials in it and all that shit. I hate watching a damn YouTube video and you got all these, you know, 10, 20 commercials in the damn video. You can't even watch a music video anymore without a shit ton of commercials in it. I don't want my channel to be like that. Now, because I don't know the whole ins and outs of YouTube and all that, you know, if that's what's going to automatically happen after you get to a certain amount of subscribers, then it is what it is. But it won't be because I set it up that way. That's for damn sure. You know, but nonetheless, I want to give all of my followers a big thank you for showing the love and the support that you guys do, the comments, the feedback that you give me in the videos. You know, so right now, from just this video, I want to hear from you guys. Anybody that knows anything about the agricultural side, or even maybe knows somebody that knows something about it that you can talk to. You know, educate me. That's what we're here for. I'm here to educate you. You're here to educate me. That's a good YouTube channel. That's what good followers. That's what good followers are for. That's what good content creators are for on my part. So if you guys, you know, comment down below. Tell me what you think. What do you think about the, you know, the agricultural side, like what I explained, you know, maybe using somebody else's equipment to run as my business any way that I want. You know, do you think it'd be cost efficient to go that route? Or do you think, should I just go get a truck and use, you know, the other trailer, the free trailer, or, you know, whatever, vice versa? What do you guys think? If there's anybody in my followers that maybe knows somebody that's doing that, that's an owner-operator that's, you know, hauling grain or, you know, whatever, I don't know. But anything, you know, give me your opinion, give me some feedback, help educate me, give me some ideas, you know, so that I can turn around and give feedback to you guys with another video. So comment down below. If you like this video, give me the big thumbs up. If you don't, put it in the shitter, you know. But either way, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care. But that's an update on me. I do have a couple more things I'm going to talk about, but I'm going to save that instead, I think, for a different video. I'm kind of waiting for the right time, I guess, to comment on, basically give my opinions on certain things. I kind of wanted to see how it played out, but who knows? We might do the video anyway. But don't forget, if you think I've got the good content, hit the subscribe button, because this ain't gonna change. You know, this is what you're gonna get from me, the real deal in your face, the no bullshit. So I hope everybody out there is having a good weekend this weekend. If you guys, any of my guys that are drivers, if you're driving the weekend, be safe. You know, that's what we do. So I guess we will end it here. And I brought it to you firsthand. No bullshit, no lies. This is your boy RAPTORMAN. We're gonna sign off. And you know how we do it. Give me some knuckles.